How did America, the land of dreams, become a hub for the homeless? A question that echoes through the streets of Skid Row in Los Angeles and the Kensington neighborhood of Philadelphia. It is a tale spun from a series of historical factors: economic recessions, housing crisis, systemic failures, all contributing to a growing population without a roof over their heads. Take a walk through the 50 square blocks of Skid Row, and you'll find a residential neighborhood for the least fortunate. About 17,000 people call this place home, a stark testament to the consequences of societal shortcomings. Similarly, in Philadelphia, Kensington Avenue has been dubbed the modern-day Skid Row. Known for its high rates of open-air recreational drug use, poverty, and homelessness, the area is a symbol of a crisis that has been left unattended for far too long. Such areas have become synonymous with homelessness in America, but how did we get here? Scene script. Fast forward to today. America houses some of the world's largest homeless populations. In the land of dreams and opportunities, the harsh reality of homelessness is a stark contrast. The Golden State, California, ranks highest with over 171,000 homeless individuals. Close behind is New York with over 74,000 and Florida with nearly 26,000. These numbers are not just statistics, they represent real people with real stories. In neighborhoods like Skid Row in Los Angeles or Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia, homelessness has become a part of the urban landscape. Thousands of men, women, and children call these streets home, living in conditions that many would find unimaginable. But how did we get here? The causes of homelessness are complex and multifaceted. Mental health issues and substance abuse are common threads. The aftermath of numerous wars has left many veterans struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder and other psychological traumas. The loss of purpose and spirituality, exacerbated by the easy availability of drugs and alcohol, further fuels the crisis. However, the problem isn't solely personal. Lack of affordable housing has pushed many into homelessness. The gap between wages and rent continues to widen, leaving more and more people unable to keep a roof over their heads. The response to this crisis has been controversial, to say the least. While some argue for compassionate responses, others decry the lack of law enforcement. The police are often caught in the middle, criticized for either being too harsh or too lenient. Despite this, there are those who advocate for the rights of the homeless, arguing that their situation is a result of systemic failures, not personal ones. In places like Venice Beach in Santa Monica in California or South Beach in Florida, the growing homeless population has led to tension and conflict. Politicians and residents alike grapple with the question of how to address the issue without infringing on the rights of those most vulnerable. The current state of homelessness in America has raised questions about our societal and governmental responsibilities. The question remains, how can we balance compassion with law and order, personal responsibility with societal support, and immediate relief with long-term solutions? As we ponder these questions, the reality of homelessness continues to confront us, challenging our values, our policies, and our humanity. Who are the people behind these staggering numbers? Let's delve deeper into the human side of homelessness. Each individual has a unique story, often marked by hardship and struggle. Many of these individuals have been involved in wars, their mental health scarred by the horrors they've witnessed and the trauma they've endured. Others may have lost touch with their spirituality, a grounding force for many, leaving them feeling adrift in a world that seems to have turned its back on them. An alarming number grapple with drug and alcohol abuse, substances often used as a coping mechanism to numb the harsh realities of street life. Then there are those who have lost their sense of life's purpose, their dreams and aspirations crushed under the weight of their current circumstances. These are not just statistics. These are human stories, each with its own unique set of circumstances. Each one is a stark reminder of the stark reality of homelessness in America today. Interestingly, the 1970s saw a different kind of homelessness with hippie culture. Back then, the image of a person without a permanent residence was often that of a free-spirited individual choosing a nomadic lifestyle, more in tune with nature and against the constraints of society. These individuals, largely associated with the hippie culture, often came from structured families with the principles of family values instilled in them. They were not homeless due to economic hardship or mental health issues, but rather as a form of social rebellion. Fast forward to today, and the face of homelessness has transformed dramatically. It's no longer about choice or counterculture. It's about survival. It's about coping with mental health issues, substance abuse, and a society that has left them behind. The shift from structured family backgrounds to today's state of homelessness is stark and alarming. The face of homelessness has changed over the decades, and as a society, our response needs to evolve as well.